France has now entered the Greenland standoff, issuing its sharpest warning yet to Washington. French Foreign Minister Jean-Noël Barrot says, "Greenland is not for sale," calling on President Donald Trump to stop what he described as political blackmail, and warning that international law is being trampled.
In fact, Trump is using Putin's method. I want it, I take it. He's threatening to do to Greenland what Putin did to Ukraine, isn't he?
In any case, Greenland is not for sale. The Prime Minister of Greenland expressed this very forcefully, clearly and calmly last night. Greenland wants neither to be owned nor governed, nor integrated by the United States. Greenland has chosen Denmark, NATO, and the European Union.
Donald Trump's response is, "I will get it one way or another."
If the goal is to seize it by means other than buying Greenland, and obviously this seems highly incongruous because for a NATO member, this security alliance that has linked North America and Europe for almost 80 years, attacking another NATO member would make no sense. It would even be contrary to the interests of the United States. And I'm hearing more and more voices in the United States saying this. So this blackmail must obviously stop.
US President Donald Trump has dismissed Greenland Prime Minister Jens-Frederik Nielsen's statement that the Arctic island prefers to remain with Denmark, calling it a big problem. Trump told reporters he disagreed and admitted he had no idea who Nielsen was.
Sorry, the Premier of Greenland said today, we prefer to stay with Denmark. Do you see that as the
Who
final
said
word?
that?
The Premier of Greenland.
Well, that's their problem. That's their problem. I disagree with him. I don't know who he is, don't know anything about him, but that's going to be a big problem for him.
Nielsen's comments came at a news conference in Copenhagen with Danish Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen. He said Greenland faces a geopolitical crisis and would choose Denmark over the United States if forced to decide.
Greenland will not be owned by the USA. Greenland will not be governed by the USA. Greenland will not be a part of the USA. We choose the Greenland we know today, which is part of the Kingdom of Denmark. Now we face a geopolitical crisis, and if we must choose between the USA and Denmark here and now, we choose Denmark. We choose NATO. We chose the Kingdom of Denmark. We choose the EU.
Trump has repeatedly justified his Greenland ambitions by citing potential Russian or Chinese influence. He told reporters, "We are going to do something on Greenland, whether they like it or not. Russia or China will take over Greenland, and we're not going to have them as neighbors." The remarks come ahead of a scheduled meeting on Wednesday between US officials and the foreign ministers of Denmark and Greenland, expected to include Vice President J.D. Vance and Secretary of State Marco Rubio. As Europe pushes back, Trump's Arctic Commissioner Thomas Dans signaled that any US move could come fast. Things could move on an express basis, skip the local stops and go direct to the main station, he told USA Today, adding that President Trump wants the issue handled at high speed.